There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, there's one man here who stands head and shoulders above the rest in just about every aspect of the game. It is, of course, Jim, the great Paolo Maldini.
Yeah, I feel like bowing here because it's him. He's simply the greatest of them all, the inspiration for so many top-class defenders.
Nedved gets into a good position. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Pedri. Mbappe in acres of space out wide. That is lovely. And it's Pedri. Great vision. That is a brilliant interception. Rafinha.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That's beautifully weighted. Shot a goal! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Mbappe. Mbappe! Opts to shoots!
Portugal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Great ball, and he's in here! And that is expertly dealt with. Maldini gets rid without sophistication.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
All the way back. Thuram. Neymar might just make this. Nesta gets over and intercepts. Portugal are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. That is ended up in no man's land. Vieira. And it's Neymar.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Not the most accurate pass. Zanetti. Rafinha. Nicely spread. That's a shade optimistic. Pedri, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. He's picked his way through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Baresi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Schmeichel gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Pedri. Deftly away. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And the shot! Oh, off the bar! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Knocks it into space. Cross to the back post.
Well, they were never going to allow him to receive that. Such close attention. Portugal truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Tries to play it through. Out towards the flank. That's a good run down the left. Cross from Rafinha. Messi is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Pedri. Pedri plays a sharp little ball here. Tries a shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Neymar. Now it's Mbappe. Passing is crisp and sharp. Looking for the run. Neymar. Hullet.
Well, he's...
And there's the end of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So off we go once more.
Portugal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Nicely weighted ball. And this is Hullet. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
And we have our very first corner. Terrific header! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Cruyff is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Greece choosing to make the first change. Short changes him with that pass. Pedri. Now that looks some ball. Oh, shooting chance! Sticks it away! Portugal are level! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Portugal grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Cannavaro clears it away. And it's Messi. And here's Romario. And that interception was most necessary. Neymar looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Could move up a gear here. Oh, that's a key interception. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Messi!
Messi made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And it's Messi. And that's really well manoeuvred.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
No, there's no getting past him. It's really well defended. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Now it's Cruyff. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Zanetti got a long way forward to join the attack. That is good alertness. And here's Hullet. Can he get on the end of this? And he's straight offside. So here comes a substitution. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, there's a probing ball. Maldini. Cruyff. He's found a way through, and he whips in across. Decent chance! And that's a real chance missed.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Cruyff with the short one. Out for a throw.
Portugal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Vieira has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Can he get it through? And he's cut it out. Schmeichel is there to clear. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
And this is from Mario. Good read, needed to be.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
This is the time you need that pace.
Bebeto, Mateus with a definite foul there. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Greece are down to 10 men. Pass just lacking in accuracy. He can get that clear. No, it's come to nothing. Well, there's the clearance. Out of play for a throw. And he thumps it clear. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Pass somewhat off target. And the counter is on. Thuram. And there goes the final whistle. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.